Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Metcalf with the Daily News Fab 5. This is a first ever all-star basketball team that we're going to be doing this year, featuring what we consider are the top 5 girls basketball players in the Glow region. We have a great group of cast members today and a coach that we want to introduce right now, Coach McCulley from Notre Dame High School. It was one heck of a year you guys had. First year, Coach. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was an exciting year. Where we started to where we ended was a great journey for not only myself but the girls. Um, they bought into what we wanted to do and what we had to accomplish, and they really came together, both on the court and off the court. Built good bonds, and that chemistry, kind of propelled us to where we finished. So it was a good year.
I got the chance of watching you guys early in the season. I saw you during the midseason against Leroy, and then I saw you at the end of the season. It seems like that group of girls really they excelled as the season went on. Talk about that.
Yeah, I think that's the goal of a coach and a program and his team is to, it's like climbing a mountain. You start at one point, you wanna get better each and every step of the way. And there were some times in the middle of the year where, we could have faltered and we could have went, on a negative slope. So they kind of pulled together and didn't want that to happen, and fought through some adversity and just got better and better. So we kind of peaked at the right time.
Double overtime sectional finals. Could
Yeah.
you drawn it up any better with York? I mean, what a great game.
It was. We're kind of cruising along doing what we've been doing, and probably to my fault, I pushed them a little bit too hard defensively. We kind of ran out of gas and started looking at the clock when they were kind of ramping up with the desperation to come back, and almost caught us. So getting back to the resiliency and the fight in these girls, they didn't want that to happen. So they kind of pushed through, and when you get in a game like that, sometimes you can kind of get demoralized and tank it, but these girls weren't going to let that happen.
What are you going to do? You got to deal with one more year with this girl right here. We got our player of the year, Emily Reynolds from Elba, who, about mid-season, a little bit past mid-season, really came up with a knee issue. Talk about, that moment in time and then take us for all that rehab that you did to get ready for sectionals.
Well, getting hurt was extremely devastating, and when I had fallen, I thought it was like my ACL or something that was going to keep me out for about a year. So I just kind of took it like day by day. I had to get, my MRI and everything and figure out what was wrong. And when we got the news, it was like a blessing because I had torn my lateral patella and dislocated my kneecap. So like all of my ligaments and everything were really sore, but I was like, I got to get into rehab because I want to make it back for sectionals. And I really wanted to make it back for first round, but there was like no way. So finals was like the only chance I really had to make it, and I had all the faith in the world in my girls, and we got to sectional finals and I got cleared to play, and it was like one of the best days of my life because I got to experience everything with my team, and we won sectionals. So.
Coach Redband was talking about how it was kind of a blessing in disguise at point because the role players had to step up without you on the floor. Talk about how proud that made you feel.
It made me feel amazing because I work with these girls every single day at practice, and I know how capable they are, and they just stepped up, and we proved a lot of people wrong. So.
Yeah, I mean, Coach, talk about Emily's game and what she brings to the floor.
I mean, she's a fantastic player, player of the year. She makes her team a lot better, but she also, I think, gives other teams something to kind of to work on because you have to bring your A game when she's in the lineup, and she's tough to defend. She's very good around the basket. So to see her come back, I know how hard she worked. To see her come back and have the success in sectionals was nice.
Emily, they got you 3 times this year, so that obviously they'll be a little motivated for you and your young team that's coming back this year from Elba. What is it going to take to, maybe get over that hump with Notre Dame next year?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we just gotta, keep it in our heads that it's just another game, and I think that we overthink it in our heads, because we're perfectly capable, and we're both very good teams. So
that's right.
It's a good
Great.
matchup.
Well, listen, we had Coach of the Year, Tom McCulley from Notre Dame, had an excellent season. Emily Reynolds, Player of the Year. two great candidates. Thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you, Chris.